Hey Bloomerinos, check out how cute this ribbon is. I cannot wait for us to make a bow for this together. And this particular bow has got that really pink, springy vibe, but you know, pink is trending for every season, so don't rule out anything. Like, grab your pink ribbons and let's have some fun. Hey guys, I'm Kali with Clees.com, and we like to show you how to make beautiful bows and how to use them in your floral designs, of course. And today we're going to mix 3 different ribbons together. I've chose 2 pinks that are kind of bringing in that white and the pink, a little bit of iridescent, a little bit of this little ball edge, which just gives it that little feminine touch. And then I'm going to work in a nice kind of pastel-y plaid in here. And this one is really pretty because it's got a little bit of teal, a little bit of green. So it's going to look great with these 2 to kind of break them up to go well anytime we want to use this with our florals. We're going to break this bow down really easy and show you how to make it. This bow is going to be large and in charge. I'm going to use it on a wreath, so I know I want it big. If you want to know where we use this in the video, make sure you let us know in the comments. We will tell you where it ends up so we can share that link with you. Do not forget, anytime you see us making bows and you want to head over to our website, you can, and there are links to the videos that go with everything we make. If you see something that's password protected, that's because it's protected for our design school students, and those are videos they only have access to because they're paying for that. We would love to have you in our class. The class closes at the end of this month, so you've got to get in there before time runs out. It is amazing and fun to be creating with you. It's just showing you how to use ribbons and florals and how to design just like I do. It is a step-by-step process that you can take at your own pace, and I think you're going to love it. So let's start building this base out. As you could guess, I'm going to pull the 2 smaller ribbons off to the side here, and then what you need to do is grab the largest ribbon. We're going to use it in the back. I want this to be really showy. This has got that little feminine ball. I love that. It's screaming. It's just screaming, I'm so sweet and cute. I love that. So we're going to go 20 inches here. So if you go the whole length of your bow maker, that's 20 inches. I'm going to bring that to the center. Bring it on in here, and you got to twist it. So you might be saying, why are we always twisting when we're making bows? That's so we get the pretty side outward, and it also creates some tension in the center. Okay? If you're using really fancy ribbon that has 2 sides, well, then you don't have to do that. But that's not in our price range today. These are a little more affordable, but still really, really pretty. So this is 6.5 inches on here, and I'm going to put 2 loops on either side. So when I'm on the right side, I twist forward with the right hand. I bring that left hand back. We're going to do that on both sides, just like this. Bada bing, bada boom. And I'm going to keep just fluffing this puppy up. All right? Keep doing it, keep doing it. Then I'm going to scrunch it down. I'll separate these out right here. And these are my tails. Now, I like to cut my tails opposite, just so they have a little bit of character to them. And so they're opposite little V cuts to each side. You're kind of making like a little chevron when you put them together. 2 on the bottom. We're going to bring our next layer on, and I'm going to use this pretty plaid next. I still like for it to just show out with that really long tail, so I'm going to bring it to the center, and I'll twist. And I'm going to keep these long out there too at 6.5. We want to make them really full, because I really want to use this ribbon because this is just so sweet. I just think it's just sweet for the spring season. It's just spring. It's screaming spring. I can't say it. I just can't get it out. All right, I'm going to twist this one. And let's keep going. So I end up with 3 on the left side. We're going to do the same thing over on the right. 3 on the right. And I still want to have my long, luscious tails that are going to come on down. And we're going to cut these opposite also. Careful you don't cut yourself. We don't need any extra drama, no accidents, no accidents. Now we're gonna finish up at the very front of the design with this cute little rickrack. It's got a little zigzag and a stripe. It's a railroad stripe with a little zigzag rickrack. I mean, could you get any cuter? So I'm gonna cut that at an angle. We'll start on the right side over here again. Bring it in, right hand forward, left hand back. And now I'm gonna go at 5.5 and twist. And we'll put 2 loops in of these. I think you're gonna love this. This bow we want to be big because I am making it just over the top adorable. Trim that out, cut this one. Next step, bring the pink back from the back. I like to use that as a little bit of a treat. We're gonna bring this back to the foreground. We don't have to have a tail though. We're just gonna do what we call a bow tie. So you're just gonna make a loop. Most bow ties, I don't want them really big, but if I can get about 5 inches on each side, you can just lay it right in front of your bow and kind of get an idea. Then you do need to crisscross in the back here. They got to crisscross. And just keep it kind of simple in that back. Here we go. Now what I want you to do is just take and pleat that up. And make a little cute little sweet bow tie just like that. Isn't that adorable? I'm going to put that right in the center. And you just polished it off really, really cute. You finished it out really feminine. Isn't that great? Now, let's go ahead and take it off the bow maker. I'm going to use a cable tie here, and I'm going to just slide that over to the right side of my bow maker. Put 2 fingers on the top, add a little pressure. Okay? And what I want you to do now is take and just rotate this to the back. When you do that, you can see it kind of, the tippy part is coming out the back. And you have to fluff it right now. If you tie that tight and it's all just janky looking, you are going to end up with a mess. So you have to fluff it right now. That bow maker just holds it for you. It's just a bow holder. Doesn't make it. You still have to make it. And I hope you enjoy watching our videos to help you work with color and texture, because all of that is going to help you get better at your floral design. If you are not on our text list, you're going to have to get on it. 832-734-5201. Text us VIP and we'll give you a coupon the first time you get on our list, and you can go use it to go shopping and grab this ribbon right here. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. And we're going to finish it off. I like to cover my cable tie in that center with a little bit of the plaid. Now don't be too chinchy on that. Cut a nice strip, about 10-12 inches. The longer this little strip is, the easier it makes your life. I know we don't want to be wasteful, but it just, look how pretty that looks in the middle. That just cleans it right up. I'll put my little knot in here. Just do a couple. You can leave these little tails in the back since we made them longer, that's fine, or you can trim that off. Whatever you want to do, and there she is. Didn't she turn out amazing? I love her. Okay, Blue Merinos, I can't wait to see yours. All right, and don't forget to ask in the comments. We'll put a link to where you can see where we're going to put this bow on our next project.